Hello. I don't have any idea or story planned for this, but since I've been getting more into songwriting and writing songs with melodies, a rhythm, a chorus, a harmony, I thought I'd talk a little bit about the process and the different styles and different ways in which people write and compose music. So, a question which I had and I wanted to figure out more into was, when people write musical songs, do they start with a melody and then put lyrics to it, or write lyrics and put a melody to it? Well, these days it seems the overwhelming tradition that people come up with a melody and then put lyrics to it. And this is often done even after the chorus and rhythm, because these days there's a big tradition for a beat to be produced, to have like the whole song, and then you come up with vocals on top of that. So most especially this is very common with hip hop and rap, where you get delivered a beat, and once you have that beat, you create something on top of that. So you build on the melody and the lyrics after that. For me, I like to usually start with chords because I think harmony is my strength. But a lot of people, they just improvise vocally to find a nice melody. They just ad lib a few words, say a few words, and then they put words to it. And I think that's a very it's straightforward. It makes a lot of sense because once you have the established melody, I think having a melody which resonates with the chorus, with the harmony and the rhythm is important, and then words are just sort of vehicles through which the melody can be expressed. But what I find as a very interesting practice is this notion of writing lyrics, just writing, and then coming up with a melody and coming up with a song built around the lyrics. That is, in a way, poetry. That's pure poetry. And one interesting example of this is Syd Barrett's music in the early days of Pink Floyd, especially if you listen to the first album of Pink Floyd, The Piper at the Gates at Dawn. He had a very unique, peculiar style of music, even for back then, where he would write lyrics, and then he would build an entire song around those lyrics. So that's why a lot of the old Pink Floyd songs had very weird, unusual rhythms and beats. The drummer Nick Mason even said that it was very hard to form a rhythm around it because there was no structured rhythm. It's not like 4/4/3/4. He just had lyrics, and then he built the song around the lyrics. And I find that very fascinating. And actually, for one of my songs which I did, it started off as me just writing, and the music built around it, the melody built around it. So it was lyrics, and then the melody, and then the harmony and everything else. So I think that's a very good practice which people should experiment a bit more with, because it wavers more towards the side of actual poetry. And if you're creating music which has a strong message, a strong idea which you want to express, then structuring the song around lyrics and a concept could be very helpful. And I think it's something which more people should do. Well, no, it's not some. No, forget that. I just think it's a good idea. I think it's great, and it's definitely something I'm going to experiment a bit more with. This whole idea of concept and then music, like such as that music is a vehicle of the concept. Like you come up with the concept, and then you express it through the music, or you just go to the instruments and you just play music. These are two different philosophies. They're both brilliant. They're both great. I'm not saying one's better than the other. I just think people should express both of them to see what they like in each of them. And I think a lot of great art would come out of it.